Hi, welcome to the Sunshine Secret of OC. I'm your host, Lisa Huscher. Today we're going to tap into the energies that guide us, that take us different places, that sometimes make us laugh, sometimes make us cry. So sit back and relax, and let's see what divine messages come through today. Today we have a guest, Jacob Busch, who is fifth generation Anheuser-Busch.
Yes.
Legacy. Nice to have you. Thank you for coming.
Pleasure
Appreciate
to be
it.
here.
Yeah. So what I typically do is just share a little bit about my intuitive abilities and what intuition is, and then we can kind of talk a little bit about your special gifts that
Sure.
you have. So I am clairvoyant. So what clairvoyance is that you see photos. So you might see those when you have your dreams as well, but I see them during the day or at night. Either looks like a Polaroid photo or a movie playing, something like that. And then I'm also clairaudient, which means that it's called clear hearing, so I can also hear things. So sometimes it's my voice that I hear or someone else's voice that I hear. So that's clairaudient. And then claircognizant, which is the all-knowing, that kind of gut instinct, which you have also, which you're very, we'll talk about that, but you're pulled towards things, right? Claircognizant. And then also the empathetic, the emotional connection that we have with people, which you have as well. So those are the things that I kind of put together when I'm giving in a reading. I'll describe to people. I'll say, well, I'm feeling this, I'm seeing this, I'm hearing this. So those will be some of the words that I use when you and I talk. That's just kind of a brief overview of when I give intuitive readings. So this is kind of a little sampler. And I usually like to have the person come in with like a question or maybe something that they've been thinking about. I don't know if you've got something that's been on your mind or ruminating, anything like that you've been
Well, for the
thinking about?
last several months, started a new business, and the same kind of industry that my family originated from.
Okay.
So that's been on my mind. Zoom calls every day. So I definitely need a break soon, meaning just one day.
So because and also there's a lot of I use the word ruminating, but there's a lot of loops going on. Like I feel like you are very confident in your decision making because you know what you're doing. But sometimes you are also you're a pleaser. You're a people pleaser. That just shot out of my mouth. So do you feel like you're
Of course.
okay? So
I do a lot,
mm-hmm,
and a lot of people expect
mm-hmm,
pretty much everything, and I feel the weight of questions, and including what I'm doing now, there's a lot of expectations, and yes, I am a people pleaser, and I don't want to let anyone down, of course, but sometimes it's hard to carry
both.
a lot of weight on my back without people realizing it, and they do eventually, but
they also feel like because the persona that you give off is, you're confident, you know what you're doing. So somebody that's confident knows what they're doing. Hey, we can just pile stuff on them because they've already done this before. It's easy for them. But with you are also, you're leaning away from the old. So you are starting something new that you are familiar with, but you're doing it a different way. So you're doing it your way. And you don't want to have to, it's not like defend yourself, but explain everything, like why you made this decision or why you're going this direction. Or there's a lot of, I feel like you almost need to, but you want to please people. So you want to share, and then you get their validation. And you're like, okay, it's a habit. It's just like a habit that you're used to expressing and then getting this validation back. And so I feel like you're moving in this other direction where you're going to be okay giving more concise, short answers. I feel this very like emphatically, like, and be okay with it. And you're not, I was going to say a word, but you're not being you're just being, your time is efficient and you've got to like move through things.
Yeah,
so
becoming more strict.
Yeah. I
Or
want
like, it's going to go this way or it's not going to happen whatsoever.
Right. And getting more comfortable with that. And I feel like you are. And what you're finding is that you're more efficient. So you're actually, you're making decisions quicker, more efficiently. And you're like, sorry, this is the way we're doing things. And I'm sorry if you see it a different way, but this is the way I see it. And this is mine. This is the way what I'm doing.
Yeah, I've had a lot of successes and business failures, and I've learned from all of it. And now what you're saying is I'm putting up a front where I know what's going to work, what's not going to work.
Right.
And I'm being more in control of the decisions I make personally because it will affect everyone around me.
Bingo. Yeah. Yeah. Hands down. But it's still an adjustment for you because I do see you going back and forth to the person that you used to be, but you're moving away from. And it's also going to allow you're going to get, and I think that in the dream state or in a meditative state, you're also moving creatively. And I just got like tons of goosebumps on this, like big time. Like my hair is like straight up. There is some creative ideas that you have that are a little bit outside the box in a way, kind of. They're cool, but it's very different than what you've done in the past. But you're inspired. I feel like you're very inspired by it, and excited about it. But you're still like, okay, you know what I mean? I'm not quite laying it all out yet, but you're kind of piecemealing it a little bit.
Yeah, for the first time, I've surrounded myself with trustworthy people that I can call friends, family, that I can rely on. They can rely on me, but it's all equal.
Yeah. It's all equal.
And I think that's what has made me more different from my past, is now surrounding myself with people that now are my same, level with smarts when it comes to business. Just overall, just everybody helps each other. If somebody can do something better in that area, they're going to do it. We pick and choose who's great at what area of business, social, etc.
And learning from each other too.
Oh, of course.
Like a lot of learning, whereas before everybody has their thing. Stay in your lane here. Stay in your lane here. You know what I mean? Like stay. And you're more of collaborative is the word I'm hearing. Very collaborative. Like you welcome people to come to the table with ideas. And you take those ideas and I see you growing from them and like adding to those ideas. So I think it's a very exciting time for you. I feel like you have your own intuitive abilities. I don't know if do you know that, or have you done any reading on intuition or anything like that?
I mean, my dreams speak a lot. I have very, very vivid dreams. My mother does too. And we talk about them, every afternoon. She's in Florida, I'm here. But no, we talk about how bizarre they are, but then what we like to do is, we like to Google and, see what it means to, lay next to an egg and a penguin pops out, and then that penguin, passes away the next morning in your dream, or a pit full of lions or different planets, different... It's all over the place, but I can remember waking up, like the smell of the grass, the color of the grass, the sky, the people that were in it, the sounds of the helicopter blades, all that.
Do you find that you're since you started the new business, or since you started thinking about the new business, do you find that are the dreams more now since you've made those decisions, or have they always been like this?
They've always been extremely vivid since I was a small boy.
So they've just kind of continued. But why I'm asking that is because I feel like there's inspiration. I brought this up a little bit earlier. There's inspiration in your dreams. I don't know why I'm picking. There's like it revs you up. You know what I mean? Like you get ideas. They might not look like ideas that you're like, what does that mean? Like, what does that mean? Like kind of how you're saying you Google things, but they're all things coming together that are sparking your creativity. So I feel like you're going to have even more, not necessarily vivid, but maybe more meaningful is the word.
They're more in control dreams.
Okay, that's...
Where I can fall back asleep and go right back into that dream state. And like control the narrative in those dreams now, where in the past maybe I couldn't do that as much. I mean, sometimes.
Well, look at, you just said it too. That's how you were before, right? And this is how you are, what you're moving into now, which is this, you're controlling the narrative now. And you're giving and taking, and you're collaborative, and so that's being very reflective in your dreams. So now you have more control in that state as well, because you're changing. And so those dreams might even become more clear and more detailed. I see a lot of detail. Are you a detailed person?
Yes.
Okay.
Just everything I do is planned out.
Okay, because I'm like doing this. I see that you, then the dreams are going to be a little bit more like that as well. There's going to be more, I guess, meaningful, more detail, they're going to make sense more. And you're going to apply them to kind of the stuff that you're doing. And some of the situations that you're having also with some people, I'm feeling there's a little, it's not bad, it's just, it's a pulling away feeling. And you're still pulling away.
Yeah, I mean, that's a trait that I have is, once that door opens from any kind of relationships, once I take a step out that door and that door closes, it's very difficult for me to open that door back. And that's, business relations, friendship relations, all the different types.
Because even though you're a people pleaser, you have it's almost like a timeline thing. You're like, okay, we're done.
Well, I'm a Taurus, so I'm stubborn.
I know this is a Taurus day. So now when's your birthday?
May 1st.
Okay, I'm a Taurus too, April 23rd. But everybody that I connect with is a Taurus. I'm like, I might as well just have Tauruses everywhere. But I think that's a Taurus trait.
Yeah.
Also, my husband's a Taurus. We have the same birthday. But is where we give, and then we're like, done. You're not coming back, But we give a lot of chances, and we're very forgiving, loyal.
Well, once you upset me, but most importantly, once you upset a colleague of mine that's like family, then that door closes even more quickly. And it's happened just in the last couple months. Luckily, I have a great CEO that can do that for me, let people go.
That's good that you're not, because you're very protective.
Yes. And I like to be the nice guy.
Right. Well, and you can't do both.
No.
So that's good that you have somebody to lean on that can make those decisions for you, because I feel like that was an issue before.
Oh, yeah.
So you're like, I can't do it anymore. Sorry. Because you would think about it. And you're a good person.
Yeah, it's about disappointing.
Yeah.
I don't like to disappoint.
Right. You don't like to disappoint other people. So it feels really good. I mean, the direction that you're going in feels really good. Do you, as far as like your intuitive abilities, do you ever see things that might be like coming down the road kind of thing, and be like almost like a deja vu?
Yeah.
Okay, because I feel like you can almost, what is that? Like, it's like a foreshadowing. You're like, I can kind of see it. And then you're like, okay, I think I saw this, or I felt this.
It's usually I know the outcome before I enter a conversation. And that's why it's some of those movies that I can't read right away, it gives me anxiety.
Well, control. That's a control thing. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That's I want to know so I can protect too.
And I can read quickly. And once I can't read someone, my sister, she's together with a Navy SEAL doctor from Germany. And the first time I met him, I couldn't read him. And I had Julia meet me in one of the sitting rooms at our house in St. Louis. And I go, Julia, I can't read him. And the next day, like, he was fully readable. And I'm like, okay, now I can read you too well. Now you're trying too hard.
But do you feel like that is, because people do that, I mean, it's not you, it's them, obviously, right? But when he allowed you then, he opened himself up and allowed you to connect with him, or he didn't right away?
Yeah.
So that was probably him protecting himself. being fearful of meeting you.
Sure.
That's what that was. And so,
I have been known as intimidating.
well, there you go. And then did she have a conversation with him, do you think? Or,
Oh, yeah.
Okay, that's
'Cause
why
we had a conversation in one of the back rooms, and I'm sure they had a conversation later that evening.
Yeah, so you know, and I usually, like when I'm doing readings for people, or if I am doing some mediumship, I always ask people for permission too. Like, I have something to share with you. Can I, do I have permission to share? Because, especially like with people like you and I, that we already see things or we feel things, sometimes we want to act on them because it's just part of who we are, But you've had this since you were a kid, so you've kind of gotten used to feeling whether you can say something or not say something, or
I've learned to realize saying less is more.
Mm-hmm. That's been hard for me.
Yeah. No, it's been hard for me too.
Yeah.
But now I just have to pick and choose.
Mm-hmm. So, other than business, or we can still talk about business, but is there any other maybe things that you've thought about, or any other questions while you've got me here?
It's fun to talk to an intuitive person. I guess I've been so focused on day-to-day kind of things. There's like I'm in a tunnel, and it's like the Clydesdales, with their blinders on. You don't really look left or right, and it's just staying focused.
So, like when you sat down and you said that you've been working a lot and you just need a day, like a day off kind of thing. So you probably are really good at, if you did take that time for yourself on a regular basis, because I see you writing. So I don't know if you're writing, because it's creative. It's not all business plan stuff. There's some creativity to it.
I sketch a lot.
Okay, is that what that is? Yeah, I see, because I see creative stuff. It's not incorporating that into what you're doing. There's more. You have more inside of you that's artistic, that wants to come out, but you have to give it the time to do it. So probably giving yourself those days to. I almost feel like, I don't know if you're into this at all, but I can see you actually doing some kind of, not that you're going to do a firework walk or anything like this, but I see you actually around like smoke or something, like rocks that are on fire or smoke, and then you've got like a bandana, and I don't know what you're I don't know if it's like yoga or something, but in almost like a retreat kind of environment, like some kind of creative retreat. Have you thought about doing anything like that? Because I can see you vividly doing that.
Walk.
Okay.
I make sure that I walk about 2.5 to 3 hours a day on the beach.
Okay.
So that's like where my creative outlet is.
Do you wear a bandana?
No.
Okay.
I like full sun.
No, I see like almost like John Travolta. What was that movie he was in? A bandana. I see you in a bandana, which tells me that you're somewhere, and because it looks hot, like you're sweaty and you're doing something spiritual, where it's something like Florida or the Bahamas, or somewhere that's just really humid. So I would guess that there's going to be some kind of trip coming up for you.
Yeah, July 15th.
Okay, where are you going?
Somewhere down in the islands, Mexico or the Caribbean.
Okay, so that's because I can see that. So maybe just for fun, if it approaches you in some way, because I see rocks on the ground with smoke coming up or something, and maybe there's incense, or I don't know, there might be some experience for you, and take it. It might be an experience that you put together on your own. Like, I'm going to pile up rocks, and I'm going to bring some incense, and I'm going to write and do some art, because I see you being very spiritual and artistic and creative. But that's a part that you need to start exploring.
All right.
I'm excited about that. You could tell, because I'm like, you got to go get the bandana on. That just shows me that you're sweating, and you I got my whatever, like Survivor, right? That show, they wear bandanas.
Yeah. No, I do love, we have a ranch out in Montana, and that's one of the best things I'd love to do. Build fires, walk the creek.
Okay. And you're most creative during those times.
Oh, yeah. Chopping down trees, making trails.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. So keep doing that, and you're going to I keep seeing you move further and further away from. It almost feels like further away from like what's expected, or like social norms, or like you're kind of like, I'm more of a free spirit. I don't want to be put in these little boxes, and that's not who I am. I want to do all these other things. So, because you can do it. You can do the business and you can do other things too. You don't have to be just Jacob the business. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like there's more that you're going to start doing to express yourself. So that feels really, that's exciting. I'm like, oh, okay, where are we going? We're going to get the rocks, and we're going to, maybe a book, reading from a book. Are you doing any kind of like, not that it's the Bible or anything, but are you reading anything that's spiritual?
I'm not.
Okay, maybe pick something up.
I mean, do you also communicate with past lives?
Mm-hmm.
So my mother was having a difficult time yesterday because it was her only sister's birthday, and she would have been 81 years old. And she passed away quite some time ago when I was 9.
Yeah, because I was feeling that. So she was young.
Younger. I think 40s.
That's
but still young, yeah.
Yeah, that's young. So I'll tell you what I can see, and then I don't know who this is, because this could be your mom too. I don't know who this person is. But so I'm seeing somebody that's on the shorter side. Was she on the shorter side? Like
my mother is. Okay,
so that's what I was thinking. Am I seeing the mom? But I don't. Usually when I see things, it's usually somebody that's passed. But so the sister was not on the shorter end.
I mean, they're both.
Okay, so see shorter and like lighter coloring hair, and not super skinny. So, but not fat, but just kind of like more of an average build. It feels like a grandmother, though. It feels like a grandmother. So, would it be your mom's mom?
Shorter.
That'd be your mom's mom. Her mom. The sister's, yeah.
Not skinny.
No, not skinny. I'm not saying she's fat, but, I have to be careful what I say.
Yeah.
But because this person feels more like a matronly feel, like a motherly feel, do you know what I mean? Like more of a homemaker.
She was. I mean, she just turned 101 years old.
Oh my gosh. Like a homemaker, like with an apron. Somebody that likes to bake, though.
Oh, you're talking about Ellen. Who was like a grandmother figure.
Okay, she's a baker.
Our nanny of 33 years.
Okay.
Shorter. Not fat.
No, but baked.
But she was a homemaker.
Yeah, and a baker.
She made our home. Yes.
Yes, like wow! I just got goosebumps on there. That's interesting. Oh, and then who sings? Who sings? Somebody sings for fun.
That'd probably be my little sister.
Okay, really? This is somebody that's passed, though.
Oh.
This is somebody that's not here. Would she sing in the kitchen? Somebody's singing, like having fun.
She whistled.
Okay, something like that. I was gonna say like nursery rhymes, or like kind of like fun stuff.
She was very religious, so she would sing those nursery rhymes.
Yeah, yes. Yes, that's her. Yeah, so I can feel her really strong. She's amazing. Wow. Very joyful. Mm-hmm. Very joyful. I think it's the religious connection too. Very connected to God and religion, and she's the one. When I said a few minutes ago, I don't know why I brought up the Bible, because I'm not a Bible person, but nothing against the Bible. I'm just but I was feeling urged to share that with you, because I think that reading some spiritual work is going to be good for you, and that's probably coming from her. That connection.
I've tried. She got us all kids the Bible with our names.
Yes, the Bible. So that's what it is. So she's get the Bible out again.
I've tried to read it.
I know.
Multiple times.
She's a nice, pushy person. Those people that are real nice, but they're a little pushy, and it's hard to say no because they're so nice.
Yeah.
But she's a little pushy, in a nice way. That's interesting. Okay, yeah, no, I definitely pick her up. It's interesting because she came first, And then the sister, was she ill? Or was it, I feel like it was not a good situation.
It wasn't.
Yeah. Like it feels.
She wasn't ill physically.
Right. That's what I mean. Because I feel like it's traumatic. Yeah, there was So was she on medication then for that? Lots of medication? So that was there, like, because I see lots and lots of pills. So gosh, I wonder, but she wasn't like undiagnosed or something, but there was something they couldn't figure out.
There's a lot of things.
Yeah, there was like a lot going on. But she wasn't organized with that stuff.
She had a very difficult time processing.
Yeah, that's what I'm seeing. It's like scattered, like very scattered or whatever. But she's just showing me the picture of what you experienced. She's not showing me who she is now or where she's at. That's just more, when people show me those things, it's more of a validation of who that person is. Does that make sense? Because she's a beautiful, beautiful person. Beautiful, loving, actually too kind, too loving, too much of everything. So now and then I get emotional because I can feel that from her. Like, she's just too much. It was too much feeling. Feels everything.
Forgiving too.
Yeah, everything. Just, it's almost like she was brought here with no, there was no, she couldn't say no. There was no boundaries. It was just free, love.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, very, very lovely. And your mom has that too, though. Not, your mom has it, but she has it with boundaries. So she has the same kind of heart, just open. Like, what do you need? She just sits there, and whatever, you could bring somebody in the house that's a stranger. She would help them. 60%
of the time.
Yeah. But she would help them. But that's what I mean. She is intuitive. She would know, I need to help this person, but she also has boundaries. So she's not like, you're not going to walk over her. You're like true. Her. You are like her. You are like her. That's why you guys connect with the dreams and stuff. Because you have that. You're the same way.
Yeah.
You're exactly the same way. Kind, loving, heart big, but don't screw with me. You screw with me, I'm done. Mm-hmm. And she's the same way. So that you guys are very much alike. Wow. Yeah. Very cool. I can see the bond. It's a really, really close bond. Well, I feel like we could just keep talking, and I know our time is just about up, but I want to, I'd love for you to come back, and I want to hear more about this business that.
I would love to.
So is it, okay, now that I don't know, are we talking beer?
No, so we're more or less Always Thirsty as a consulting firm where we help distribute, represent, market our technology, bring on different alcoholic and non-alcoholic products, and bring it global. Are
you doing the branding as well? Or just the manufacturing part? Or?
No, we just help companies come to market.
Okay.
So we're working with a tequila company. Mm-hmm. Right now we're working with a hard seltzer that has prebiotics. And I always say we do very unique products that are not very known, but I know that they will have a presence in the near future.
And continue doing the sketching, because I think that you have, when I said the ideas, you have a lot of creative ideas too. That's why I brought up the branding. You have more creativity that you're not using. You're using all the business stuff because that's what you've done, but you have a lot of creativity too that you could bring into what you're doing, whether it's a different department or I don't know, but I feel like pretty strong about that.
Great.
So yay, it was nice meeting you.
I appreciate it.
Yes.
Thank you so much for having me on.
I feel like we got a lot done in a short period of time.
I'm excited to tell my mother.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.